Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Wednesday, March 6th, 2024 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is you are the soul of the universe and your name is love. I guess it should be I am the soul of the universe and my name is love. That's how you should be speaking it in the I am terms. That's one of my favorite Rumi verses. And I think it's so important to remember in these Pisces floaty energies. So let's dig into today. Little increase in bumpiness coming in. It's funny, I sometimes will ask Joe, who is a not practicing psychic, like, what's the energy going to be like? And he was like, there's some, like, internal, external battles. And I'm like, I see that. Okay, so let's start there. We have Mars and Chiron moving into a sextile. Now, sextile is a happy, easy, supportive connection. So they're supporting each other. Mars is supporting Chiron. So Mars is helping support the action of our healing. Chiron is supporting Mars. Chiron is helping us heal so we can take that aligned action. But meanwhile, it's Mars. So Mars has some frustrations. Mars, especially in connection to Chiron and Aries, may have some issues around the self and being your full self in this world. Where, like, if you spell a word wrong, people are like, oh, you spelled a word wrong. Or if you have a different opinion, how dare you think that? It can be scary to be oneself in a world like this. And praise to those who are able to withstand that energy. Part of the age of Aquarius and part of North Node and Chiron in Aries is all about us embracing our truest self. And so this is just another transit amongst many that are helping to support this process. Sometimes with Mars, there will be some emotional energies, usually frustration, anger, but sometimes also passion and like a drive to embrace the self, or to even get to the place in the world where, like, you can be embraced. Chiron reminds us there is healing for us all in this, and the healing journey, it is not easy. So just keep that in mind in this astro energy. Now, that's going to kind of like move in and take a little time in the afternoon. We'll be feeling it building though. But then we're going to have Moon and Pluto happening a little later in the evening. I have a sneeze rising again, so apologize for the closing eyes. It's decided to pass. Thank you, sneeze. Anyway, but Moon and Pluto will be connecting late Wednesday evening. And Moon and Pluto is just a challenge that we should get used to. For the next 20 years, once a month, we're going to have a Moon conjunct Pluto event. Pluto is the Plutonic colonic. It brings up the shadows. It brings up our darkness. And we may tap into darker vibrational energies outside us, around us with this energy. Aquarius is very tapped in. It's like an antenna tapping into everything around. So watch that, because it's bringing up the stuff, the colonic stuff that needs to be healed for you, in you at this time. Healed and maybe accepted, embraced, released. There's so many layers when it comes to our shadows. A lot of times it has to do with some wounding, and a lot of times I think it has to do with these places where we feel small, where we feel puny, where we do not feel empowered. So the most empowering thing you can do is be present with yourself and feel your way through it. Top of the cards is the experiencing card. And the experiencing card is like, oh, yep, there are lessons. Those lessons can be challenging, but they cause growth. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Now, besides these events, we actually have the moon starting the day in Capricorn, connecting in a sextile to Mercury Mercury in Pisces, and also connecting in a sextile to Neptune. Neptune also in Pisces. So it's kind of supporting the reminder, like, I'm hearing the Sting song or Police song. We are spirits in a material world. So keep that in mind. Like, there's the human self, there's the human mission, there's the human desires, there's the human dream, and that's all valid and true and real and important. And there's the spiritual drive, there's the spiritual dreams, there's the spiritual part of yourself, there's the spiritual / soul knowing of, like, another Rumi verse. I know you're tired, but come, this is the way. So stay tuned. And again, pay attention to your dreams, because your dreams may be showing you or guiding you into something. Let's look at the rest of these cards, and then I have some Rumi for you. So, like I said, top of the cards, we are experiencing, and when we have experiences, we need to get a little help from our friends. Hard times require furious dancing, and if you remember just a few months ago, you should be dancing. Now, it's interesting because Pisces rules the feet. Pisces is the sign of dance. My midheaven, my purpose is in Pisces. And I tried really a long time to be a dancer. I thought that was my purpose, and that was the human self. Like, this is what I love. And Spirit was like, I know you like to dance. You can dance over here doing astrology. So here we are dancing, doing astrology. But reach out to your friends. Look for support, especially those who, like, can radically accept you. Those are the best kinds of people. Joe also said, it's a good day to take a little time alone. And we have some pondering. We have, let's see, it's the King of Wands, the creator, co-creation with God, universe, spirit. Remember, in any given moment, any and every given moment, we are in co-creation mode. What are you co-creating? What are you putting that Mars, that drive, that desire energy into? Because every little thing you do is magic. It's the night for the police, apparently, or Sting, or whatever. I don't know. I never know what the police did and what Sting did. So, but every little thing you do is magic. This is the Abracadabra card. So there is great creation power within you as you are the soul of the universe, and your name is love. As you are a piece of and come from the spark of creator energy. So pay attention to that. And meanwhile, we've got the change card as well, the Wheel of Fortune. Somebody had asked me, what do eclipses mean? Because I was like, oh, we're going into eclipse season. I've got these eclipse readings going on. Like, what does that do? They're new to talking about astrology, I guess is the best way to say it. And I was like, well, eclipses bring great change. So here we are on our way to some great, meaning good, better, the better it gets, change, energy. And the Wheel of Fortune is always a reminder, when we're on top, it's knowing, like, hey, the other side's going to come about, and we're not on the bottom. It doesn't last. We do move to the other side, and we have the strength to do it, and the fortitude, and each other, because we get by with a little help from our friends to help. So with that, let us look at our Rumi card. The Courage of Your Love. Card 38. Love is without reason. Rationality is like a cane. Judgment needs a cane because it is blind. When love arrives, thought dies in its shadow. Love is the sunrise, while thought is only a flashing light. Let's see. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, we're going to read this little part in the Sacred Honoring Ritual. This oracle comes with a message for you. You have a challenge before you, or that you are now moving through, but you have what is necessary to succeed and overcome it. Oh my goodness. I did not read this beforehand. This is so interesting. I read the Sacred Honoring Ritual. All right. Rumi is in agreement. No matter how long it has endured or how big you have built that challenge up to be in your mind, no matter how unsolvable the issue appears to be, there is and shall be victory beyond it, and it is imminent. This oracle has come to you to let you know you are empowered to succeed. You have what is required within to do it, and the time for your victory is drawing near. So do not give up. Instead, do the sacred honoring ritual as needed. Thank you, computer. And when you feel so inclined, open your mouth and roar. Roar love from the very depths of your being. Create a sound of truth for yourself. In that sound, you will hear the mightiest one of all roaring along with you, saying, "Yes, love, I am with you, and together we claim divine victory. So we roar, how we roar." And the sacred honoring ritual says, "I call on Rumi, lion of love, and my own wise higher self. I now choose to assert the dignity of my soul and the power of my heart. I release all lesser bonds based in fear and deception. I no longer need to hold on to these. I am ready for truth and with unconditional love. I am supported, protected, and guided on my path to victory, held in guardianship by the unending power of love. So be it." If you feel the need to get down on all fours and roar a bit, do it with relish. And then you have finished your honoring ritual. I did see lions mentioned in here a few times. So there's the roaring. Heart of a lion. Courageous, courageous, courageous. That is it for today. You can book a reading with me. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. Eclipse readings available. These eclipses are in Libra and Aries. The Aries one is conjunct Chiron, so it's going to pack a punch. That's the April Great American Eclipse. And where we are is in the totality strip. So, or I believe it is. If it's not, it's right on the edge. I'm not sure, because some maps show it in, and some maps show it just on the edge. So, I'm like, what is it? I guess we'll see. If we can, because, clouds. Anyway, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and remember who you are, for you are the solution. Namaste.